Hello and welcome. I'm the Theory Detective. In these lessons, we'll uncover the mystery of music theory. Now, remember that we had two sharp scales for minor. Now we're going to have two flat scales for minor. Our first flat scale was D minor. Now we're going to continue on to G minor. Our first flat is B flat. Our second flat, if you remember from the majors, is E flat. So I'll put that here. And let's find that on the little keyboard down here. Now remember, we want whole step, half step, whole step, half step, whole step, whole step. So let's find that. From G to A is a whole step. From A to B is another whole step. So we have to cross the B out. Put B flat, so we're lowering, that's a horrible flat, okay. So we're lowering the B to be B flat, so it's now a half step. B flat to C is now a whole step. C to D is a whole step. D to E is a whole step, but we want a half step. So we cross out the E and draw it up here, lowering it to E flat, and that's a horrible flat as well. So we have a half step, E flat to F, whole step, F to G, whole step. And there's our pattern. Whole step, half step, whole step, half step, whole step, whole step. So let's take a look at it on the bass clef. There's our G to A, whole step. Our A to B is a whole step, so we have to flat the B. There's a nice flat. So that makes it a half step, so we get the minor sound. B flat to C is now a whole step. So that's a whole step. C to D, whole step. D to E, we want a half step, but that's a whole step. So again, we have to add a flat. We're going to lower the E to be E flat. So I'll put that here. And that makes that a half step. So that's a half step there. E flat to F is now a whole step. F to G is now a whole step. Now, again, in some songs, in many songs, the seventh note here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, will actually end up being raised. So in this case, because there's no flat there, we would probably sharp it. However, we're going to start out, we're just going to deal with the natural minor right now, and so we're not going to worry about the seventh note, okay? So we have two flats, the B flat and the E flat, and remember always for minor do lowercase for the letter name and lowercase for the M for minor, so that we can distinguish between minor and major. Okay, take a look at the chord there. This is actually a major chord because the B has been flatted. 1, 2, the 1, the 3, and the 5. So the B has been lowered from B to B flat. That's right here. So here's our B, and we have to add in the flat, and now it's a minor. Here's the major. Here's the minor. Here's the major. Here's the minor. You can hear the minor sounds a little bit more mysterious. So, minor chord, I'm going to put a lowercase I, just like that, to distinguish between the major and the minor. So for major, we do uppercase. For minor, we do lowercase. And I think that's it. Okay, go ahead and take out your flashcards on one. Put the G minor scale, and then go ahead and write it out. G, A, B flat, C, D, E flat, F, and you can put G again if you like. And then also the G minor chord, G, B flat, D. And that's for the back, spelling out the chord. And now we have two minor keys or scales with sharps and two minor scales with flats. And then 1, A minor, has no flats and no sharps. So now we have 5 in total. I guess that's it for today. Practice as much as you can until they become very easy. Try your best to memorize this. Say it over and over again until you have it right at the tip of your tongue, because it is very useful in finding out either on the keyboard or by ear, or by looking at the bass or the treble clef on the staves. Figuring out what a song is, either the major or the minor, what a scale is, either the major or the minor. So definitely memorize this pattern. Practice it as much as you can until they become very easy. And as always, have a great day.